What is going on, guys? It is that guy with beard, Guns and Gear, out here at the Cornwall Handgun Club. Got my brother, a friend. Actually, I just met him today, but he is, anyway, relationship confusing, so I'm not going to explain it to you. But if you heard us talk about Patrick, that's who he is. He's in the background. And what's better than spending a day at the range? Beautiful weather today, a little bit warm, but friends and family, right? Family. That's what it's all about. I have in front of me something that I have looked for I would say the last year. And if you guys have already spotted this is the Ruger American Gen 2. This is my second Ruger American. The first one would be Ruger American Ranch in a 7.62 by 39. Fantastic little deer rifle. You should check that video out. It's really good. And it works excellent in closed, like bushy kind of, it's a good field gun. Not great for like 300 meters, but excellent for 100 and in. So let's talk about this Ruger American Gen 2. God, I hope it lives up to the hype. This is probably the most anticipated firearm by the North American market in a long time. The biggest thing about this is Ruger added a bunch of stuff and the price hardly changed. So that is great news, even for Canadians. I'm going to tell you the suggested retail price on this right now with taxes is about $1,050. Does it still count as a budget rifle? I believe so. Okay, there's other ones that are cheaper out there, but you cannot argue with Ruger out of the box accuracy. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more money, you're getting into the Tikkas and whatnot. That's great. I have a Tikka. I love them. They shoot excellent, but I wanted this, and this is chambered in 308. First of all, overall appearance, or initial appearance, it is a fantastically designed, aesthetically pleasing firearm to the view. It is gorgeous. However, when you look at it from a distance, this cutout here in the buttstock is weird. I don't get it. I don't, like this part here, maybe there's a function to it, maybe I'll figure it out, but it's weird. Like, if they had just like kept the, I don't know, it's bizarre. I'll start at the front, work my way to the back. I'll talk about general characteristics. It does come threaded as a 5/28, like standard thread. Omnidirectional muzzle flash hider is what you want to call that. That's on it. Not a big fan of omnidirectional, especially if you're firing prone in the dirt, because it'll stir up a lot of dust. Gorgeous cold forged barrel, spiral fluted, medium contour, in a sniper gray, my personal favorite for any kind of Cerakoting. Cerakote, so it's gonna last. It's got that pre-lug design, less zippery than the Ruger Ranch, would you say?
Yeah, so it's a lot quieter.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a very good, here's the thing, right? If you're using a 3-lug, and if you're worried about feeding in the bush with a 3-lug, you're not going to run into too many issues. And from what I hear, the biggest problem with the Gen 1 was feed. Everything I watched, they said, it's a great rifle, shoots perfect, but occasionally I'll have feed. Apparently, they've got that straightened out, so well done if you have, Ruger. Another bonus. AICS mags. Everybody else, like, do this. Stop making proprietary mags that cost you $90. I've got a 10-round AICS mag. It will fit this, as long as, you know, we're still talking about short action. But keep doing that, all right? So, omnidirectional muzzle brake, medium contour, spiral fluted, absolutely gorgeous in the gray Cerakote. It is a 20-inch barrel. I would have liked to see in the 22, but this is a 20-inch barrel. 1 in 10 twist, a textured, grippy stock, a little bit old school. You can see like the drop down. I kind of like a little bit more angle on the grip, but this is, I bought this for a hunting rifle. So as a hunting platform, now it might migrate somewhere else. I can see an MDT stock maybe in the future, but for now it's a hunter. This is my backup moose rifle, and we're about 3 weeks away from rifle season here. So this was like at the very last minute. Every single store I've been going into, I said, do you have the Gen 2? No. Do you have the Gen 2? And it's almost like I turn around and I start walking out before I even hear the response. My brother went somewhere, do you have the Gen 2? And they went, yeah. Well, 308?
In the truck still.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. It's like, no, you don't. No, you're confused. You got a Gen 1 or you got a Wild or whatever. Anyways, I'm very, very excited. I really hope this lives up to the hype. It's supposed to be very accurate. Ruger has got that power bedding, patented power bedding. So nobody complains about the accuracy. It's a hunting rifle. I don't need a third MOA. Be nice if I got it, but I don't need it. Textured stock, feels really nice. Adjustable length of pull, anywhere from 12 to 13 3/4 inches. Adjustable comb height, but it is fixed on the stock. So you can go to Ruger and you can get a different heights comb if this doesn't work out for you. What else? I mean, it's got the Ruger AccuTrigger, I guess you could call it, like similar to the Savage. Preset 3 to 5, anywhere. I'm expecting probably somewhere in between, so 3.5, 3.8, whatever. I didn't bring my tool to measure the draw on it, but I'll go by feel. I don't mind a little bit heavier on a hunting rifle. What are we going to put on this today?
That's gonna hurt.
We are going to put Leupold. I did an estimation. It should fit Leupold high rings. And let the hate begin. I know some guys love these scopes, some guys don't. Where I hunt, I'm in a shaded area. It seems to get darker there before it gets dark anywhere else. So I went with something that highlights available light and how to get at it and use it. It's a hog hunter. It's a 3 to 12. It does have a reticle illumination in it, and it's got a 56 objective lens. So that's what I want, something, and a 30 mil tube. So that's what I want, something that can really draw on that light and make best use of it. We're gonna try some different ammunitions, 150, 165, and 180. Hopefully we can find something that does very well. Most of what we have is like your typical Federal Fusion, but we wanna see if this does pretty decent. And if I can get 1.5 like consistent, then I'll put a stamp approved on it, and I'll be good to hunt it. And this is gonna be so much lighter than the Weatherby Vanguard with the very old dated Banner scope on it that has served me very well, but it needs an upgrade in the scope. So guys, we're gonna get right away into shooting. Yeah, I guess, no, there's no need to talk about whatever else is going on today. We're gonna be firing a few rifles and we'll throw some videos in there. And if you guys like the content, please click like, subscribe, please. Hopefully this thing, oh, and it does come with the Picatinny rail. I should mention that. A lot of rifles do not. So you may have to spend $90, $100 on a Picatinny rail. Ruger understands that. I'm telling you, by the initial impression, other rifle manufacturers have to go a long way to kind of meet this, the gauntlet's been thrown by Ruger. This is what you can get, all included. This is not your grandpa's 30-30 anymore. All right. So this was first round, adjusted to the left and decided to drop it a bit. We wanted about 1.5 to 2 inches below where I was aiming. So it came back this way and then just adjusted a little bit right. And I think we're gonna leave it there. That's about 1 inch. We're gonna leave it there for now and we'll see how it'll do out at 100, but pretty impressed. The glass is really clear on that scope for being a very budget friendly scope.
And it has responded to the clicks appropriately.
And the clicks are very tactile, actually. Yeah, I just wanted to do a post-range wrap-up. It's really hard to talk while we're out at the range, and you know, there's so much noise going on, and so many other people shooting and stuff, and it's a public range, private membership, but you know, you get what I'm saying. So there it is. Okay, this is the fella I've been waiting for a very long time, probably almost a year. It is the Ruger American Gen 2. It's covered in pine needles and stuff because I just got back from a unsuccessful moose hunt with it. Went wet. It wasn't the rifle's fault though. I just didn't see one, and that's hunting. So I want to talk a little bit about this rifle because so far I am very impressed, and it is living up to the hype that I have heard. Now, it's not a heavy rifle, okay? And now I certainly made it a lot heavier by putting this Vortex Crossfire 3 to 12
Hog Hunter on it with the lens shade, and the reason why I put, you guys will probably say, why would you put the lens shade on it? It adds extra, does add a little bit extra light, weight. But where I hunt, my blind basically is pointing directly into the sun. So if one does come out on the far left, which happens quite a bit, just not while I'm there, this is going to help keep that sun out of my eyes while I'm trying to get a good sight picture and hopefully squeeze the trigger and drop one. So it does add a little bit of weight, but it is 6.5, 6.5 pounds without the scope. And that is excellent for a hunting rifle, right? And you can see, like, I'm not struggling to lift this by any stretch. It's just that I've added some weight. I don't know what the actual weight on it is, but it's not super heavy. It does have a very nice action. Okay, and I'm not talking about a Tikka action, but for a Ruger, very good. 3-lug design, which keeps the throw down. It is a short action. This one is chambered in .308. It's got that beautiful Cerakote twist fluted barrel on it, 20-inch barrel, okay? Very attractive looking firearm, and it shoots. I mean, I was a little bit nervous at first. Let me see if I can keep this straight. And I may have already gone over this, I don't really remember. So I tried 150, I tried the 165, and I tried the 180. Now where I went to get the ammo, I don't have any reloaded. Where I went to get the ammo, the only thing I had was Federal Fusion. So I was really hoping, wow, I hope this stuff shoots good in it. Now maybe there's some other stuff out there that shoots a little bit better, but, and then break-in. I don't know if I'm a believer yet or not, but anyway, break-in. I didn't do the break-in right away. So this is target 1, okay? And let me see. So this was 165, which, as you can see, did not have a very good outing. And then, so let me see. Oh, sorry. This is 165, okay? And then this is 150 whitetail, which my brother, luckily, he had out. Okay, it didn't like that. It didn't like the 150 at all. And I was like, oh, what is going on? Not that I would shoot 150 at a moose, but anyway, I'm trying to find something it does like decent. S&B 180 grain is over here, you know, and that wasn't great. So now I'm thinking, well, what does it like? This was number 4. I think this was, this target here was just trying to get into the 0, okay? And then the bottom right, as you can see, that was 180 grain Federal Fusion, the first couple of rounds through it. So yeah, like that's a big. I'm not gonna hunt something that groups that distance. So I was a little bit concerned right off the bat. What did I try then? Well, I tried some Seiko Hammerhead 180, and that stuff typically does pretty good. Let's see if I can orient this correctly. That stuff usually does pretty good, and it did not disappoint, okay? So that's the Seiko Hammerhead 180. This is shot good, pretty well out of everything. So all of a sudden it went like pow. I'm like, oh, okay, good. So that's about a 1-inch MOA, and I will hunt a 1 MOA. And then right dead center, right? Sorry, I misspoke. This is the Seiko Hammerhead, which is still about a 1-inch MOA. And then this here is the Federal Fusion 180. So the rifle basically started to settle in. And I think there's more to be squeezed out of it, but, you know, on my part as well. Because you do kind of have to get used to a rifle and how it shoots. The trigger on this is decent. That's what I'll say. It's okay. I think I could play around with it and maybe take it down. It is an adjustable trigger, but if you want to listen to that, it's like you got that stupid little blade thing. I don't know, it's not stupid, I guess. It's okay. It's nice and crisp, and I would guess it's about 3 pounds. I don't have the trigger measuring gauge with me. We'll do that another time, maybe when we go back out to the range. But like I said, a very nice clean action, and it's set up for hunting, and I would definitely hunt it. I really like this rifle aesthetically, especially where I hunt. I'm very much out in the elements, so with a Cerakote, you know that you don't have to worry about it so much as, you know, protecting it from the rain and the water. You do get an AICS mag, which is another bonus about this thing, is that's what it takes. And this is a 3-round, so it does protrude slightly out of the stock. And I know there'll be some people who say, I don't really like that, and that's okay. But it doesn't really interfere. I'm kind of used to that, so it doesn't bother me. I know a lot of people like those flush fit, but this is okay. I mean, it doesn't stick out all that much, and there's not much wiggle in it. And like I said, AICS mags is the way to go. I don't find that it interferes. It does have a pretty traditional shaped stock. Maybe this rifle would be in line for like an MDT upgrade. Let me know, guys, what you think about it. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, especially in a 308 in Canada, wow, buy it quick, because they're getting snapped up like nobody's business, and they're finally starting to show up on the shelf, so you might have the opportunity. Other calibers that are out there, well, just about anything. Ruger American, they're going to produce the Gen 2 in just about every, and you can check out the website as far as finding out, but some of your popular calibers for sure, 308 included, 30-06. I see a lot of 7mm 08s out there actually available, and then there's your Legend stuff. So they're gonna go really hog wild, I guess, and produce this, mass produce this. They probably could have sold thousands of them already in Canada if they had them on the shelves, but you know as well as I know, if you were looking for one of these, they're rare like hen's teeth. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope we didn't lose all of the shooting footage. This thing does shoot really nice. We were trying to cram everything in though, because I basically zeroed this, shot a couple of rounds, and took it moose hunting for 2 weeks. So I'm impressed with it. I like it. And you know what? That scope for inexpensive has a very nice clear picture. So if you guys are using the Hog Hunter, let me know what you think about that as well. Drop it down in the comments. And I mean, I don't really see any cons about this. It's definitely free floating. I mean, it is, and it's a $950 Canadian rifle, so you can't go wrong with that. Guys, don't forget to click that like, subscribe, please, and let me know in the comments what you think about the Ruger American. Is this what you want to see me shoot more of? Let me know.